mind, ahead of my time. My yesterdays are your mananas. Trip to Hawaii to bust out the haka, I bust out the haka, I bust out the ooh. When there's nothing to do, never been capping, you know that it's true, 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 true. Haters are climbing your river like boo, 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 boo. Breaking their hearts and breaking the rules, ooh, 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 ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. I ain't tripping, this is easy, easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. Meet me, I got diamonds, you got CZs, CZs. Wake up, get to it and repeat, repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing haters say. Let them talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Ready? Let's go, let's go. Ready, hot!
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. You look at this Cowboy defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
When people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 7.
Easy. 53, ready.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That good for 19 and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. Taken down at the 30.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Another run for Gibbs here. About 3 yards there to the 27. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
32. 40 got. 40 got.
Back to throw, Stafford. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Ozzie Smith brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Taken right around the 44. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Kill.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You talk about this Rams defense.
They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
A Pro Bowler for the first time in 2022. Here's Tony Pollard.
And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
Here we go, 46, 46.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Rams are going to have the short field here as that's... right at the 50. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
And now Stafford, he's going to change things up. A toss out right to Gibbs. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, LA! Jahmyr Gibbs, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, 47!
Here's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, it's Prescott. That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 22.
And the Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Kill! Here we go, 47. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54. 26.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. There he goes, right side. Down the right sideline. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Next to score, Cowboys 14, Rams 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 43, here's second and a yard. From the gun, here's Stafford. This is intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to count for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 73 yards rushing for it as he has been tough to stop here this first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Going to run again here with Pollard. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Second and 10.
Here we go, 46. 26.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
Trying to run forward, Pollard. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in down. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw there complete to Allen. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 49-yard line.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Caught left side, Hopkins. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Was that the incorrect read or just more an error on the throw by the quarterback?
I lean more towards the latter because it seemed like he was open there, just missed him on the throw.
And a tough one to miss because now you're dealing with a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Second down and 4. Now Prescott. Flush to his right. That is caught by Lamb. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
We're going to 53. 47.
To throw is Prescott. Able to hit his target Lamb. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Kill. We're going to 54. Why ain't? What do you think?
They'll throw again. Prescott. He finds his man, Pollard. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Here we go, 47.
Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. That's dumped off to Pollard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season. And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal winner.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter, and the entire quarter remaining. So stranger things have happened.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, here's Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of the...
That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 30 yards there.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on. Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Pollard, he'll take it up the gut, and he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Here's Pollard again. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
A give to Pollard running left. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Go to 54, go to 54, wide.
Second down, Pollard again. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's 3rd and 9.
Go to 54, go to 54, wide. Kill.
Play action now. Prescott flushed out right. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 117 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. Dancing away at the 35. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Flush to his right. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just let them bleed the game out that way.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Stafford. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. And now Stafford's going to move him around. On 2nd down, here's Gibbs.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get it behind the line.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. A shotgun snap for Stafford.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Hey! Double right!
From the red zone now, Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away.
And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
47. Here go 46. 26.
Throwing here, Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they